Here's the 3 things we're doing in our beginner's room that I think could help. I coach these practices myself. They're a lot of fun. My grandson's 5.5. He's in there, so that's a blast. From a technique standpoint, we just follow the basics phase from our online wrestling academy. That's it. But if you wanted to come up with your own practice plan, you just come down to, 10 to 18 wrestling techniques depending upon their age, and just focus on those. So technically, that's what we do. Live wrestling wise, when they're really young, like 4 to 6, we'll drill something. Generally, we go 3 to 4 minutes. Number 1 wrestler is drilling. The number 2 will drill while we're really hands-on watching. And then maybe we go to the next technique. Then we go live wrestling for 6 or 7 or 8 minutes. Then we come back in, we do another technique. So you would not do that at a high school or middle school or even at an advanced youth level, because they get all sweaty and then their bodies are cold and they got to go live again. But for little kids, it seems to be the trick. Then the third thing that we do is we kind of have an approach. I'm trying to brainwash them and educate them, because remember, we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught, because once we're taught, we're already taught, but they don't remember unless you remind them. So at the end of every practice, we always say, if I'm winning, what do I focus on? Scoring the next point. If I'm losing, what do I focus on? Scoring the next point. If I'm losing very badly, what do I focus on? Scoring the next point. What if my opponent's easy or very difficult? Or what if the match is tied? What do I focus on? Scoring the next point. What if I'm on top? Worry about scoring the next point. Right? So when you because having a task brain is vital, because it keeps the your mind can kind of be like a ping pong ball bouncing around. We don't want that. So people say, stay focused. Well, what the heck does that mean? To focus, we have to have one thing to focus on. So that's our phrase for for all of our academy kids, but especially when they're young, we want to train their mind on how to be a competitor and not get so wrapped up in what's happening on the mat. And we're kind of into task-minded, or you could call that process thinking. And that's a good little exercise to do at least once a practice. So go over those 3 things with them. I think you'll have success. Our beginner's room, I'll put it against any beginner's room in America as far as organization, keeping their feet moving, and they're having a lot of fun too. So as far as games, play a little bit of a game at the end of practice, not a bad idea either.